Over the last 6 months, I've worked with an impressive set of representatives from our campus on the Search Advisory Committee to evaluate and recommend our choices for the next chancellor. It has been an honor for each of us to serve and to make a decision that will impact the future of our university. We approach the process with humility, well aware of the importance of our work. It was not an easy task, but it was an important one, and we are grateful. Our committee started by collecting the thoughts and opinions of so many constituents around campus: students, faculty, staff, alumni, donors, and community members, about what they want to see in our next chancellor and what is important to them. We gathered feedback from several listening sessions, informal conversations, and online surveys that garnered over 3,100 responses. We heard a wide range of topics and interests, but there were a few themes that came up again and again: the passion and the love for this great public university and the drive for it to continue to excel in everything we do. We understand and value the impact that Carolina has had on our state and its people, and those we spoke with want to see that impact continue to expand. We then incorporated those into how we evaluated all the candidates, from reviewing applications to our interview questions. Because of the strength of our university, our incredible faculty, staff, and students, we attracted a very, very strong candidate pool. We had the chance to meet with impressive individuals at the top of their fields. And as a committee, we had thoughtful and engaging conversations about who we believe would be the best leader for Carolina. What stands out about Chancellor Roberts is that, above all, he is a public servant. He loves the people of our state, and he is passionate about making their lives better. He knows our incredible promise and potential, along with our proud history. As the nation's first public university, we set the standard for excellence. And I know that Chancellor Roberts will serve our university well. While he knows that history, he also has the skills to help push us forward. He has the skills and background to help us modernize some of our processes so that we can move quickly in our decision-making and operations. He understands what is required to make our world-class teaching and research enterprise even stronger. Chancellor Roberts is a strong leader, someone who has had to make tough decisions for the greater good in his role as State Budget Director. He has seen the impact higher education has on the families of our state during his time on the UNC Board of Governors. Chancellor Roberts is a good listener, and we have seen that in his actions as interim chancellor. He leads with integrity and empathy, and he is dedicated to understanding the concerns of all the people who make up the Carolina community. I believe Lee Roberts is the very best person to lead Carolina at this time, and I know that he will be the person to continue our unparalleled legacy with a steady hand and a public servant's heart. So thank you to President Hans and the Board of Governors for the opportunity to lead this committee and be part of the process. Thank you to my fellow Search Advisory Committee, many of whom are in this room. You gave your time and effort to this process, and I appreciate the dedication you all gave to make sure that the voices of our community were heard. And with that, I'll invite my fellow committee member and Board of Trustees Chair, John Pryor, to give a few remarks. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Page. Welcome to the #1 public university in the world. Thank you all for being Thank you all for being here today to celebrate our 13th Chancellor, Lee Roberts. As a member of the committee, I want to thank my friend Dr. Page for leading this important search. As the #1 public university in the world, the talented pool of candidates reflected that reality. Dr. Page and our fellow committee members treated this search with the weight and respect it deserved. We saw the amount of feedback and responses from a highly impressive group of applicants. As Dr. Page mentioned, we heard from quite a few people on what kind of leadership they would like to see from the chancellor of this great university, from a number of stakeholders from within the university. It's no surprise that we had very strong candidates, and I share Dr. Page's sentiment. We couldn't be happier with the result. When Chancellor Roberts joined Carolina in January, he hit the ground running. He was only 3 days on the job before sitting in on a Board of Trustees meeting. It's a wonder he wanted to stay. But he did, and he dove right in without missing a beat, displaying a depth of knowledge of our university, its finances, as well as something badly needed for his job, a keen sense of humor. He asks thoughtful questions and does something we should all do more of. He listens. And Dr. Page referenced that as well, and it's something we all appreciate very much. As some of us know, there is no shortage of well-intended people who love this place greatly. And you are going to have to listen to a lot of them, Lee. So I know it will be a labor of love. After his first several weeks as interim, it was clear that Lee was dressing up South Building, literally. A South Building veteran of many years asked me early in, "So does he always wear a suit?" And I replied that it only seemed like so on days that ended in Y. And when talking further, my friend said, "You know, I think it's exactly what South Building needs." And I said, "I couldn't agree with you more." Lee's a private sector businessman, but he's also a dedicated advocate for higher education. He has consistently been an experienced and measured voice in guiding the university through budget decisions, repair and renovation discussions, campus operations, and he has relationships with key stakeholders who can help this university significantly. He's been a good partner and collaborator for the last 8 months, and we are very excited to continue working with him. Congratulations, Chancellor Roberts. Welcome officially to the Carolina community. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate everyone showing up on short notice on a summer Friday afternoon in the wake of a tropical cyclone. That's commitment. And thank you to the search committee and Dr. Page and the Board of Trustees and Chair Pryor, Board of Governors and Chair Wendy Murphy and the System Office and President Peter Hans. I could not be more honored to be selected as the 13th Chancellor of the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Hopefully that's a lucky 13. This is an exceptional place with an unparalleled mission, not only to teach and learn, but to serve others and improve the state and the world around us. Early in my tenure as interim chancellor, somebody said to me, "Carolina runs on love." Several of you here have heard me say that before, but I keep saying it because it's true. And as I've spent more time on this extraordinary campus, I realize it's the kind of love that continues to grow on you. Anyone who sets foot on this campus knows that's the case, and it's certainly been true for me. I was, of course, familiar with Carolina. Lived here a long time, went to college down the street. Have a world of friends and colleagues and mentors who have ties to Carolina and they've always represented it well. I knew that work being done here is a benefit to people across the state, and it was obvious that this is an incredible place to carry out work that so greatly and so evidently benefits our community. I quickly learned that this is the place to support ambitious and curious students, top scholars, hardworking and caring staff, and the most impressive initiatives to benefit our state, our country, and the world. Our reach is broad. We have more than 367,000 living alumni across 50 states, over 150 countries. But almost 200,000 of those graduates are North Carolinians living here. At its core, this university exists in a compact, a trust with the people of this state, with the community around us, and with all the people who choose to work, study, and research here. Edward Kidder Graham saw this impact, and he saw clearly the university's role. He aimed to put the university, quote, in warm and sensitive touch with every problem in North Carolina life, small and great. I've already seen that mission in action in remarkable ways. We're making a college degree accessible through low tuition and programs like the Carolina Covenant, the Tar Heel Guarantee, and our Blue Sky Scholars Program. We're ensuring student success with programs like Project Uplift, our C-STEP program, and the Veterans Resource Center. And we're saving lives through groundbreaking research into Parkinson's, brain cancer, clean water. Just last year, more than 2,400 research projects directly addressed the needs of North Carolina's families. 2,400 research projects last year. There is no higher calling than supporting this mission. To me, this university stands above all else for the ideal of public service, for helping the people of this state and all those who are touched by this place to achieve their greatest potential. As Chancellor, I promise to be guided by that principle as we work together to carry North Carolina into the future. I'm here to listen and to learn, to partner with you, and do what I can to build on our 230-year history of excellence and service. Thank you to all of you who have been such collegial and helpful partners over the last 8 months. I look forward to continuing to work with you. Thank you to the team in South Building who do all the work that the Chancellor gets to take credit for. And thank you to my family, my wife Liza, that have been with me and supported me throughout this process. We've been so grateful to get to know and love the Chapel Hill community, and we couldn't be more thankful for the warm and generous welcome. Thank you very much.